Good day everyone, this is Suresh Kumar for Zebu and Zebu School on the live market update, morning market update. Today Nifty has opened mildly positive and staying mildly positive. No big thing happened today, even when the expiry was yesterday, nothing much happened yesterday too. So how is it going to be today? All the data have played out, whatever data that has come in this week itself. The most important data being the FOMC, that um, Federal Reserve's rate hike addition. People were expecting there is going to be a pivoting that will happen, and instead of that 0.75 which was earlier kind of expected will be they will reduce it to 0.5, but unfortunately that didn't happen, and they stuck to 0.75 and market fell. In the Dow Jones Index it fell by quite a way on this week. But the thing is, increasing it to 0.75 percentage was expected, even though they expected a little bit of pivoting happening, but it was expected. But what was not expected was the further hawkish tone that is adopted by the Federal Reserve Chairman. He said that there is very likely, I mean, if recession is what is required to tame down the inflation, then it has to be recession. There is no other way. They said that even though it is whatever they are measuring is a lag indicator, so they have to keep on increasing the rate till such time as the inflation tames down. Their priority is not in the stock market or the economy. They want to contain the inflation within manageable limits. So right now it's around 4.5% the Fed rate. But still, they say that they will not pivot till such time as there is a sure chance that inflation is going to reduce. So that has played out. The US markets and other markets in the world has fell down. But curiously, in India, market remained at inflation, let's say it's close to this 52-week high. It is close to about 18,050 right now. It went up to 18,100 and above for a while, and it's staying there. Even though the well market fell, we need to find out. I mean, a lot of people are coming up with a lot of theories on why this is happening. We need to find out, but inherently, as we know, that Indian economy is stronger when compared to the other countries. So right now, Nifty is at 52-week high levels, whereas the world is particularly Nasdaq is near 52-week low levels. Okay, so. So if you are a long-term buyer, as we have said earlier, long-term buyer, this price point is also a good time to, good place for entry. If you are a short-term and a medium-term buyer or investor in shares, then you need to wait for a little bit of correction and then buy into the markets. If you are a trader, it still is in the sell and rise market. So it is 18,200 seems to be the hard resistance level for the market. One can consider going long after checking with your advisors, that is only after it goes to 18,200, because it is near the support, the resistance level, and it's not breaking it. So it is a sell and rise market. So if one is a option seller, then one can consider selling calls out of the money calls somewhere around 18,500 just to be on the safe side, but then you need to consult your financial advisor to do that. Okay, so what are the other things that is, or if you are an option buyer, then it will be good if one is to buy a put option, but make sure that you don't make too much, pay too much premium for your put buying. So take a calculated risk reward decision, then enter into the put. Okay. And now let's go to the macroeconomic scenario that is happening all over the world. Ever since that Elon Musk bought Twitter, he started firing people. He fired the CEO, CFO and the legal advisors, and there is a word out that today he is going to cut down the employee count by about half. That will be 3,500 engineers that will be sent off from Twitter. Not only this, there are a lot of massive layoffs happening in the IT companies, not only in Twitter, in other companies also. Apple also announced that they are going to freeze new hires. Sorry. And Twitter, starting with Twitter, Twitter says that he is planning to, Mr. Elon Musk is planning to reduce the infrastructure cost by $1 billion a year. So these are the things that is overhang that is going to affect the Indian IT sector, because if people are cutting down on hiring as well as on the infrastructure spend, IT infrastructure spend, among other things, then our IT companies might face some headwinds because of this. So naturally, their IT companies didn't do well, too well now. Today, the market has fallen by, IT index has fallen by about 0.13% as we speak. In local economy also, the Indian economy also, a lot of people are getting fired from the, laid off from the startups. The startups used to give rich employment opportunities with a lot of people getting hired at a very high packages. The people getting laid off creates a kind of vacuum in the spending pattern in the urban areas. So we need to watch out how it is going to affect this thing. Not only Byju's, not only there are so many companies that startup companies which has taken money from the VCs, and with inflated valuation, they are facing trouble. There is going to be layoff, and there has already been a lot of layoff happening there. And so, as said, the IT sector is expected to do little bad when compared to other sectors. So what is the sector that is going good right now? As we speak, Nifty Metal is doing well. It is up by more than 1% and odd. And Rupee, come back to Rupee. Rupee has appreciated. It went to as close as 83 rupees, and then it is coming down by it's somewhere trading near 82.5. If this trend continues, it will be good for India, because we are a net importing country, so it will be good for us. We have a huge crude oil import bill, so that will be very helpful. And in other news, if you have seen our other videos, we would have talked about the digital currency that is launched by RBI for the wholesale debt markets, wholesale markets. Do have a look at this video too. And there is one final closing on the macroeconomics. Almost all the US companies, even the FANGs, the Facebook, Apple, Netflix, Google, almost every company has fallen quite a bit now, except for Apple, which hasn't fallen that much when compared to that. So there is big headwind in IT companies. If you are a IT company holder with shareholder with long-term horizon, yes, please continue to hold on. If not, wait for the market correction and then start buying it for the lower level. Do catch us in the evening update, where we will be recording all the things that has happened in this week and have a projection for next week. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a profitable trading day. This is Suresh Kumar signing off for Zebu and Zebu School. Thank you.